dva отрицание negation. To negate a statement, simply place не not before the verb. Negative responses often begin with the word нет, no. Она не желает снимать квартиру в центре города. She doesn't want to rent an apartment in the center of town. Почему вы раньше не звонили в агентство? Why didn't you call the agency sooner? To say that something doesn't exist, use нет plus the absent object in the genitive case. На этой улице нет никакого агентства недвижимости. There's no real estate agency whatsoever on this street. В этом жилом доме нет свободных квартир. There are no vacant apartments in this building. В этом жилом доме нет свободных квартир. To say that something wasn't or won't be, i.e., did not exist or will not exist. Use the particle не plus было or будет for both the singular and plural objects. Они мне сказали, что, наверное, свободных квартир не будет. К сожалению, сегодня вечером не будет концерта. Unfortunately, there won't be a concert this evening. Note that не is stressed in the past tense. На прошлой неделе не было свободных малометражных квартир. Last week, there were no small vacant apartments. To express a more specific negation, use a negative pronoun in the appropriate case, immediately followed by не. The most common negative pronouns include ничто, nothing, никого, no one, никакой, none whatever, and ничей, nobody's. They decline like что, кто, какой, и чей. Let's take a look at this table. We have 4 columns and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows. 6 lines. It is 6 cases in Russian. Okay. Nothing, no one, none, nobody's. Nominative case, ничто, никого, никакой, ничей. Okay. Genitive case, ничего, никого, никакого, ничего. Dative case, ничему, никому, никакому, ничему. Ничему. Okay, this one, ничему, like ничему. Accusative case, ничто, никого, никакой, никого, ничей, ничего. Instrumental case, ни с чем, ни с кем, ни с каким, ни с чем. Prepositional case, ни о чем, ни о ком, ни о каком, ни о чем. Чем. Okay? Вас ничего не интересует. Вас ничего не интересует. Nothing interests you. Никто не говорил мне об этом. Никто не говорил мне об этом. Никакого не знает в этом агентстве недвижимости. He doesn't know anyone at that real estate agency. Он никого не знает в этом агентстве недвижимости. On nikomu nie позвонит сегодня вечером, он очень занят. He won't call anyone this evening. He's very busy. Он никому не позвонит сегодня вечером. Он очень занят. If the negative pronoun is the object of a preposition, the preposition is placed between the particle ni and the declined form of sto or kavo or sto or kto. Mới ni говорили ni achei kvartiria. Мы не говорили ni achei kvartiria. We weren't talking about anybody's apartment. Сегодня вечером он ни с кем не будет встречаться. He won't be meeting with anyone this evening. Сегодня вечером он ни с кем не будет встречаться. You will note that unlike in English, multiple negatives are common in Russian. Remember, the negative particle must precede each negative verb except the infinitive. Мы никогда, нигде, ни с кем не хотели встречаться. We never wanted to meet with anyone anywhere. Мы никогда, нигде, ни с кем не хотели встречаться. Они ничего ни о чем не говорили никому. They didn't say anything to anyone about anything. Они ничего ни о чем не говорили никому. Okay, D. Idiomatic usage. Making phone calls. Despite the considerable progress made in recent years in the availability of modern telephone equipment and services, much of the domestic phone system in Russia still suffers from frequent disconnections. Связи, delays and poor sound quality. Therefore, persistence and patience are required. Placing calls from a phone booth, Telefonная budka, in Moscow or St. Petersburg requires a special token, jeton, which can be purchased at newspaper stands, Savpechat, some stores and at most kiosks. Local and international calls can be dialed directly from your hotel room, business establishment, or residence. Here are some commonly used phrases involving the telephone. A person making a call may say, «Мне нужно заказать разговор с Верой Поповой с оплатой абонента». I want to make a collect call to Vera Popova. Мне нужно заказать разговор с Верой Поповой с оплатой абонента. Снимите заказ. Cancel the call. Снимите заказ. Cancel the call. Я хотел бы поговорить с господином Karpavim, пожалуйста. I'd like to speak with Mr. Karpov, please. Я хотел бы поговорить с господином Карповым, пожалуйста. Попросите к телефону Ольгу Петровну. May I speak to Olga Petrovna, please? Попросите к телефону Ольгу Петровну. Попросите к телефону Николая Vladimirovича. May I speak to Nikolai Vladimirovich. Попросите к телефону Николая Владимировича. Мне нужен добавочный номер 25. I need extensions 25. Мне нужен добавочный номер 25. Передайте ему ей, что звонил Петр. Передайте ей, что звонил Петр. Попросите ее позвонить Давиду. Ask her to call David. Попросите его позвонить Давиду. Попросите ее позвонить Давиду. Я перезвоню через час. I'll call back in an hour. Я перезвоню через час. A person answering the telephone may say, сейчас позову. I'll get him/her. Сейчас позову. Здесь таких нет. There's no one here by that name. Здесь таких нет. Вы неправильно набрали номер. You got the wrong number. Вы неправильно. Мы неправильно набрали номер. Подождите минуточку. Не кладите трубку. Hold the line, don't hang up. Не кладите трубку. Вам не трудно позвонить еще раз. Could you call again? Вам не трудно позвонить еще раз. If there's a problem on the line, you can say плохо слышно. Я перезвоню. I've got a bad connection. I redial. Плохо слышно. Я перезвоню. Нас прервали. We've got cut off. Нас прервали. You can end your conversation by saying ну все. Well, that's all. Ну все. Созвонимся. We'll be in touch. Созвонимся. Я вынуждена закончить разговор. I really have to go now. Literally, I must end the conversation. Я вынуждена закончить разговор. Okay, let's move on to the E. Строго по делу, strictly business. Недвижимость, real estate, недвижимость. In response to the increasing number of foreign firms and personnel, especially in Moscow and St. Petersburg, and as a result of property privatization, there has a rise in the number of real estate and rental agencies, some of which also function as employment agencies for foreigners seeking jobs in both foreign and Russian companies. These agencies advertise their services in the local English language newspapers, e.g., the Moscow Times, the St. Petersburg Press, the Russian language daily version of the Moscow Times, Capital, and in many weekly magazines such as Kommersant, Деньги, Delovые люди. Other good sources of information are the business telephone books that can be purchased in most large cities and the weekly tabloid Iz Ruki, From Hand to Hand, which also includes personal ads. A typical tenancy agreement, договор об аренде жилого Parmenchania stipulates the obligations, Abizannosti and rights pravda of the lesser arendadatian and the lessee arendatar, and the leasing conditions such as the maximum number of occupants, the term of the lease, sroke arendi, and subleasing, superarenda. Normally attached to the lease is a complete inventory of all furniture, meubles, electrical appliances, electropribore, and other miscellaneous items. The privatization of housing has been proceeding at somewhat slower pace than that of industries. Still, any property that has been privatized can be leased, rented, and purchased by foreign individuals or by properly registered foreign firms by investments in Russia. Agencies can arrange the purchase of an apartment on variable terms and interest rates. But since many laws and regulations governing the purchase of property are still in flux, you should consult an attorney, advocate, knowledgeable about current rules for private property acquisition. Britannia Частной собственности. A number of colloquial terms that have become standard for describing rental property structures and amenities. Following are a few of the more common ones. 1. Stalinsky Dom. Stalinsky Dom, often abbreviated in real estate listings as Dom Stalin, means rather spacious apartments with high ceilings that were built during the earlier Soviet period. 2. Khrushchevsky Dom, abbreviated Dom Khrushchevsky Dom, refers to a block of 5-story buildings with each floor containing 4 apartments. These buildings usually are without elevators or garbage chutes. 3. Blochny Dom, abbreviated Dom Bloch, is an apartment complex or block of apartments. 4. Domophone is a video or audio intercom system. 5. An apartment with a Sovietsky remont, literally Soviet finish, has a wallpaper as opposed to Zapatny remont, which describes an apartment with painted walls. 6. Kodavy Podъезд, literally coded entrance, means the door to the building entrance has a coded push-button panel. 5. Kuchnia Garnitur is a furnished kitchen. 8. Signalizacja is a burglar alarm system. Signalizacja. 9. Разделный санитарный узел, abbreviated SU. Разделный санитарный узел means that the commode and bathroom are separate. 10. Ceviche beach, usually abbreviated ceviche, is a microwave oven. Another slang expression for a microwave oven is microwavnovka, also growing as a suburban housing developments developments offering one or two story attached homes, cottage, somewhat similar to garden-style townhouses. A typical cottage includes utility area, Spamagatianыя помещения, utility area, Spamagatianыя помещения, a ground floor garage, Sokanui garage, Sokanui ground floor, Sokanui garage, a general family area, upshare семейная зона, upshare семейная зона, a general family area, and a sleeping area, zona spalien, and a sleeping area, zona spalien, a total area of about 200 square meters. Many of these homes are equipped with satellite TV hookups, Sputnikovaya televidение, international telephone connections, международная телефонная связь, and self-contained heating units, автономный теплогенератор. Теплогенератор. Although space in new office buildings, офисные задания, is gradually increasing. Most office facilities, офисные помещения in Moscow and St. Petersburg, are housed in either recently renovated commercial buildings or converted apartment houses. There are several well-established real estate agencies, firmy по торговле недвижимостью or PNTRE, and construction firms, строительные фирмы, in these cities that have completed the construction of modern facilities leased by such firms as Credit Suisse, Exxon Enterprises, and International Monetary Fund, Philip Morris, and the First National Bank of Boston. In view of the ongoing process of privatization, how to pronounce this word? Privatization before leasing back Varendu any office space or building, it is important to establish clearly who the property owner владелец собственности is. The lease agreement, договор аренды, should be examined by an attorney, advocate, and notarized. Notariальное засвидетельствование. Засвидетельствование. Inspection of leased property, обозрение арендуемых помещений should always include an examination of the specification certificate, проверка технического паспорта, which stipulates zoning and use regulations. Правила по зонированию и использованию собственности. Okay, очень сложный текст. Очень сложный текст. Okay, but interesting. Okay, очень полезный. If you want to rent an apartment or house in Russia. Okay, let's move on to the упражнения exercises. Упражнения. Пишите слова в нужной форме. Insert the correct form of the required words. Завтра Я дам вам наш новый адрес. Я дам вам, я дам вам наш новый адрес. 2. To my surprise, que surprise, surprise. Они уже получили наше письмо. 3. Она позвонила мне по вашего коллеги. 4. К сожалению, у нас нет свободных квартир. 5. Они, наверное, найдут квартиру в конце месяца. By the end. По конце месяца. Конце. 6. Вы слушали новости по радио сегодня утром. 7. Они вчера Они вчера сказали ему о новом расписании. 8. Я очень тебя увидел. Я забыл. 9. По какому адресу вы послали письмо? 10. Сказали ты агенту, в какой гостинице вы проживаете? Б. Переведите следующие предложения на русский язык. Translator calling sentences into Russian. Переведите следующие предложения на русский язык. 1. Please ask Mr. Petrov to come to the phone. Пожалуйста, попросите господина Петрова to come to the phone. Прийти к телефону. Не знаю. 2. May I call you tomorrow at 3 o'clock? Можно позвонить тебе? Можно позвонить вам завтра в 3 часа? 3. I would like to rent a one-room apartment in the center of town. Я бы хотела арендовать one room квартира one room Adna komnatui kvarteret. V centre Gorada. Centre Gorada. Chitira, we have a larger selection of new apartments. У нас есть большой выбор, большой выбор новых новых квартир. Beata, Mr. Suslov is on another line. Will you hold? Господин Суслов занят сейчас в другой звонок. Другой звонок. Yeah. Will you hold? Вы будете ждать? I don't know. Sorry. Shaz, you dialed the wrong number. You need to dial Paspali. Siam, I advise you to call a real estate agency. Yeah, bà Savita Voyu Bam Zvanir Ni against và Ni Division Musty. Siam, I left you a message on your answering machine. I остановил message тебе. Message? Как по-русски message? Я забыл. Message? Не знаю. Какой number 8? Номер 8 не знаю. 9. I'm sure everything will turn out fine. Я уверена, все будет хорошо. 10. Unfortunately, Mr. Petrov has another appointment at 10. К сожалению, господин Петров, у господина Петрова другое встречание в 10 часов. 11. He didn't speak to anyone on the phone. Он никому не говорит. On the phone. Никому не говорит. В телефону. 12. They didn't know about anything. Они ничего не знают. Ничего не знают. 13. She didn't like any apartment in that building. Ей ни квартира не нравится. Ни квартира в этом доме не нравилась. Не нравилась. 12. Should be past tense, right? Они ничего не узнали. 14. He didn't recommend any real estate agencies. Он не агентство. No, didn't. Ни агентство, ни доведомости не рекомендовал. recommended vâng. Bitnat said there was no answering machine in her apartment. Nhí answering machine adviết machine. I don't know. Pinasa, I really don't know. Okay, so Pinasa and Abusiam answering machine. What does it mean? Okay, let's move on to the suggested activity. Предлагаемые занятия consult a recent Russian newspaper to find answer for apartment rentals. Note the description of the apartment, its location, and the price. Try to identify an apartment that you might like to rent and or that is similar to your home. Compare rental costs with those in the United States. Okay, it's like an additional activity if you want. Okay, that's it for Urok 3 to Urok. And the next time we will continue to study Urok Chitera. And please, if I have made any mistake on my videos, please help me, leave a comment in the comment section and let me know and correct them for me, okay? I will always appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Spasiba и пока-пока.